Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. So for today's reading, you'll notice that there are no crystals on the table. That's because I'm going to be pulling general messages for the collective today. We're just going to see what comes out. I'm going to try to roll the astro dice and see what I get there. And then I'm going to be combining those messages with tarot cards and some oracle cards. This reading is mainly just because I wanted to film a reading, but I am fresh out of ideas for pick a cards. Like, I cannot think of anything off the top of my head. The well of inspirations run dry. I might make a post asking for suggestions, but usually they come to me, so I'm just kind of waiting until I get inspired again to film another pick a card. But for the most part, I just want to pull some general messages. I think we're just going to title this Messages for the Summer of 2023. So what you guys need to know for the collective for the summer of 2023, you can think of these messages taking effect after the summer solstice. So after June 21st. And they'll probably apply for a couple months, probably till the spring equinox, or not the spring equinox, fall equinox. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to start with, what do I want to start with? How fun, something different. Okay, I just want to pull some tarot cards just to get the general gist of what the energies are going to be about for this time period. For most of us, what is a message for the collective? For people who've come to this reading, what do they need to hear for the summer of 2023? What does the collective need to hear for the summer of 2023? Okay. I'm also going to roll some astro dice just to get the general gist of what we're going through here. We have the Second of Hearts, Neptune, and Capricorn. Okay, one thing that I'm seeing with Neptune here in the Hangman, I feel like there are some illusions happening in the upcoming summer. There are some things that you're going to want to wait to act on. If there's something that seems unclear or the information seems vague or anything like that, there's a moment where the cards are urging you to wait to act, because I'm seeing that if you wait in this period of time, you will be struck with some kind of epiphany on how to move to take the next step forward. It's just that it's kind of encouraging you to stay away from impulsive actions, specifically with communication with people who you know are vague in general. So people who you already have difficulty communicating with, there is this vibe of kind of staying away from them, waiting to make important decisions about them, that sort of thing. Neptune can kind of be that energy of like a movie or kind of like a film that we're like stuck in this kind of fantasy land. So basically what's being called on to you in this period of time, the first message for the collective is just to enjoy this summer. Like, enjoy this summer as if it was like a movie or a show or something like that, but don't necessarily act on it. You're definitely going to be in the observer role in this position this summer. It's almost like you're going to be watching things unfold rather than taking an active hand and making things happen, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And even if you did take an active hand in making things happen, people could misconstrue your actions or your words, and there could be a form of miscommunication. With the Queen of Wands and the second house ruling resources, I am seeing a few things. I am seeing that you will be this summer very charismatic with the Queen of Wands here. I'm thinking of the very traditional meaning of the Queen of Wands, like a leader, charismatic. With the second house, I feel like your charisma is going to lead you to be receiving a lot of wealth or abundance. You might get a new job or something like that. There's also just this area where your own resources, the stuff that you accumulate, is going to kind of expand, is kind of what I'm seeing. With the Queen of Wands here, Queen of Wands is typically Leo energy. You can see that here with the cat and then the two lions on her pillars. There's a lot of Leo energy present in the Queen of Wands, and especially with this sunflower, she's shining, right? So I do see that in the realms of making money, you guys are shining. You are kind of achieving what you need to in order to receive the resources that you need in this period. This is a great indication that if you guys have been manifesting wealth or abundance coming into your life, it is on its way. It'll probably manifest sometime in this summer. Basically, what I'm seeing is that even though with the hangman here, even if you act mysterious and like in your life and not kind of doing communication exchange with others, with the cat here, the black cat here representing mystery, there is this element that even if you are being a little mysterious, money still will flow to you. So even if you're not engaging fully in the world around you, money will still flow to you. You might find an interesting dynamic where when you retreat and you kind of not act so extroverted, or it's going to be different for people watching this, because if you're an extrovert, I'm seeing that like paying attention to your introverted qualities could bring manifest wealth, and if you're an introvert, paying attention to your more extroverted qualities could also manifest wealth. So whether that's getting out and being social, or whether that is kind of playing it aloof, playing it mysterious a little bit, whatever the kind of like energy you're not used to having, I feel like it's going to feel very easy to be in this energy in this summer. It's almost like if you've spent all year up until this point like being like a total extrovert party animal, going out all the time, I'm seeing that you're going to kind of be staying in more often and getting kind of like income from being a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more aloof. So for example, this could be maybe you're very big on being social, but maybe your job's very solitary. So maybe when you're working in your solitary job, there's this vibe of kind of making more revenue, making more resources because you're staying away from the public eye or from your friends' activities. Maybe you're saving money. The other hand, if you are more of an introvert and you've been spending most of this year to yourself, I do see getting out and about with people is going to increase your wealth. People are going to want to give to you is what I'm seeing. And you're going to be able to accumulate resources from the people around you. Also with Leo and then the second house ruling Taurus, I am seeing this kind of vibe where there's this fixed nature to your income. There's this fixed nature to your charisma. It's almost like it's something that's set in stone and that you can rely on the entire summer. So whether your charisma is coming from being aloof and kind of keeping distant from people, or whether your charisma is coming from being very socially engaged, being out there and open with people, there is this vibe that whatever that charisma that you possess, it's, how do I put this? It's almost like fixed for the summer. It's almost like you get this complete charisma for the rest of the summer. With Capricorn here at the Three of Cups, there is this kind of message about celebrating. There's this element that here where it's like with Capricorn, I'm thinking of the mountain goat and it climbing the mountain, and like ascending to the top peak, very 10th house energy. But there is this vibe that like you and your friends are climbing a peak together, or there's something about groups in this summer coming through this collective message where you and another group or are climbing a peak together. You're achieving something together. There's something about achieving something with a group, coming to an important milestone with the group. I see that it's going to be a lot of fun. Friends are going to be a lot of fun, especially if you're in this extroverted energy and you're supposed to be a little more extroverted this summer. I'm seeing that friendships are a lot of fun. There are a lot of there's a lot of success coming for friendships. For those of you who are more introverted, who are going into a more introverted role this summer, I do see that like friendships are also very important in the fact that you'll be seeing things from your friends peripherally. Like you'll be hearing good things about your friends, even though you're in this more introverted place, you'll be hearing good things about them. So for example, you might get some news or a text message or something about someone who got a really big job promotion or something like that. There is this element that your friends around you are really, really successful as well as you're being successful. Yeah, with the Capricorn here, it's like people are ascending together. There's this vibe that people are ascending together. I want to get some other cards to indicate some collective messages, things that could be important, some playing cards. We have the Five of Diamonds, and see if we have any other messages coming through. You have the Five of Hearts. And we have the Four of Hearts. Wow, okay, so there's a few things coming through here. With the Five of Diamonds, I am seeing that for some of you, there is this element that your money situation is changing. I think a lot of people's money situation is changing in this period of time. With the Queen of Wands here, I think for most of you it's for the better, but there is some financial shifts happening. I am seeing with the Five of Diamonds being below the Hangman that you want to be careful of getting to engage with the world around you when you're in this period of time, when you're just enjoying everything and watching everything unfold. Making some money moves in this month as far as like communications with others or deals with others. It's like a dual energy here. With the Hangman, is talking about being careful and making sure you're fully completely understood with the Neptune energy. And then with the Queen of Wands in the second house, it is saying that there are some benefits from your charisma as well. So in truth, the energies kind of cancel each other out. I'm just bringing both of them to your attention to know that it could go back and forth. Like you might have a miscommunication with someone one day, then the next day your charisma just brings in a whole bunch of wealth. But then on the next day after that, if you interact with someone too much, it's like maybe they misconstrued what you say and a business deal goes sour or something like that. With as far as love goes, with the Five of Hearts and the Four of Hearts, this is going to be a beautiful time to meet new people and get away from your current partnership, whatever the current partnership that you're in, and like meet new friends, meet new associates, meet new people, go and hang out with people. Also with the Four of Hearts, there is the possibility that you could meet someone that you could spend a long-term, lifelong relationship with. That's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing with the Four of Hearts. There's the fact is like home and family is emphasized here as well. And also maybe either going out and meeting people with your family, like going on vacation with your family, meeting different people with your family, or this is just indicating that like you might feel more at home in social situations or out in the world. I am seeing with the Five of Hearts and the Four of Hearts, I'm glad these two came up because with the Queen of Wands representing that introverted extroversion balance, I see for a lot of you who are very introverted or keeping to yourself for most of the year, there is this vibe that you're breaking free from a relationship or a connection that you were with someone and you're expanding your horizons. You're going out, you're talking to people, you're getting to know people, stuff like that. And if you are more extroverted and spending more time with your friends and being more social throughout the year, I do see that an intimate relationship possibly could come along, or one that you're already in if you're already in a committed partnership, and spending more time alone with them. So whatever this energy is for you guys being extrovert, introverted, whatever, the best way to decide this for yourself is if you've spent most of the year in this kind of extroverted energy, or up to this point, like say the last 9 months in this extroverted energy, it's a time to be introspective. If you've spent more of this time being introspective, it's probably time to go out and meet new people. You'll kind of know as June starts by the summer solstice where this energy is going to be leading you towards, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting, whether you're going to be meeting a whole bunch of new people. And for some of you, through meeting a whole bunch of new people and like expanding your horizons, you could be, in a way, you could be meeting a new love of your life. Someone who's going to be someone who's like there for the long haul. For a lot of you, the Five of Hearts is kind of like a divorce card. It does represent separations because it does represent a moving away from the security into an area of expansion, restlessness among people, emotions, trying to find what works for you on an emotional level, which usually talks about meeting a lot of different people. So for some of you, there could be a breakup or something like that, or just a separation from your loved one temporarily where you can go and explore and meet new connections is kind of what I'm seeing. Let's get a love story oracle card for you guys just to see what the love story energies are, and then I'll pull a career card for you guys. I know we talked mainly about money in this reading, but that's just kind of what's coming up. That the finances are changing for a lot of people with that Five of Diamonds, so just be prepared for that. Think of the Five of Diamonds as like the Wheel of Fortune with finances. You know, what's down could go up and what's up could go down. So let's see what we have here. We have security. I want to pull one more. And we have patience. Yeah, I am seeing that like mainly with this Hangman energy, there is this vibe that it's important to be patient with this process of discovering and meeting new people. It might not happen all at once. It might be something where maybe you guys, if you went through a breakup or something like that, there could be this vibe of kind of getting your head clear or something, head clear, and trying to figure out where you want to go next, what you want to step into next. With patience here, I am saying be patient with the people around you. There is this sense that with the two fives here, there is this sense of like restlessness in a sense, and it's also important to be patient with your spouse or the thing that I'm getting to is it's almost like because these are collective energies, your spouse or significant other, if you're with someone right now, could be experiencing the same restlessness you are. So be patient with them because they're going to have their own ideas of what they want to explore in this period of time, just as well as you will. Because the Five of Hearts talks about that kind of split. So there is this kind of vibe of if you're wanting to do things with your partner, your significant other, to do things to kind of have a compromise, right? Do some things they want to do and then have them do some things that you want to do and like bring that to their attention. I'm sure if you like ask them like, okay, I'll do some things that you want to do, but as long as you do some things that I want to do. There's a sense of compromise. And who knows, you guys might decide that the same idea is something you both want to do. With security, I am seeing this strong sense of security coming out again, basically with the second house, talking about your money and resources. With the Four of Hearts here, I'm also seeing security in partnerships. So the money is reflecting the security in your emotional relationships as well. There's like double security here. There's security of money and finances, and there's the security of your emotional relationships. With security, I see that it's affecting a lot of people all at the same time with that Three of Cups here. So your friends could be having this sense of security. We see that again here with the Capricorn energy. So just keep that in mind. There is sense of security with this connection. If you just went through a breakup, you'll be soon finding your sense of security with someone else or another love interest pretty soon, or just with friends in general. You'll find that they're your friends or family or something like that, because I'm seeing family here with the Four of Hearts, could be very beneficial and feeling like very comforting at this time. Okay, so let's get a career message. Or a money message. These are kind of like money cards. Let's see, what kind of cards want to come out for... Let's see, I'll shuffle on camera. Okay, we have this card. We have leadership. And we have recognition. Okay, so one thing that I am seeing for a lot of you, with the Queen of Wands here, one interpretation that I wasn't pulling from that this card's reminding me of is this also applies. The Wand cards are about leadership. They're about taking charge. They're about kind of being the head honcho for whatever you're going through. So I feel like with leadership, you guys might be taking on a leadership role with your finances and your money and your resources. Also with recognition, I am seeing there's this vibe of not only are you going to be realizing that some of your friends and your best friends and the people you love are being recognized, but you're also being recognized in this period of time. So in your career, there's this strong sense of recognition. Where it says your money's looking good and solid, that makes sense. I've already seen that. It says whatever you're working on now will win the respect of others. You could earn a leadership position or get the recognition you deserve. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're stepping into a leadership position. There's something about managing the resources of others that could come into play as well. But for the most part, I'm just seeing you're stepping up into a leadership position in your career, and that's bringing you wealth and abundance. Yeah, what I'm seeing for a lot of you, it says your finances will greatly improve once you accept and step into your power. Once you become this charismatic figure, whether that's acting more mysterious, then feeling inclined to be more mysterious. I'm seeing a lot of these changes are overdue. So by the time the summer solstice comes, a lot of you are kind of realizing like, you know what, like I really want to... I'm leaning in towards my more mysterious side. I want to act more mysterious. I want to be more mysterious. I want to be more aloof. I'm just feeling like that. You're feeling the natural inclination to be like that. I'm seeing that that is a way of stepping into your leadership and empowering others just through the fact that you're kind of separating yourself in a sense. With the Sunflower here being a more extroverted side, I am seeing with this leadership, that's taking a more active role, engaging with the people around you, getting to know their needs, desires, kind of being someone who talks to everyone and sees where they're coming from, that sort of thing. So it's either like giving people space and as a leader, letting them have the space to do what they need to do, and in that way taking leadership, or getting more involved, figuring out what their needs, their concerns, their wants are, that kind of thing. Overall, it's looking like a really good summer for a lot of you. I'm seeing that like collective is really experiencing a lot of blessings in this summer. The only thing I'd be worried about with this, the only thing that's like a cautionary note is just watch out for miscommunications. Be very clear in your communications. Sometimes it's going to benefit you guys to not be the impulsive one and to take the careful action. So it talks about taking a pause and reflecting, because what I'm seeing is that the inspiration with the Hangman here will come to you after you've paused and reflected. Yeah, it's like the truth is going to shine out through the illusion, but the thing is, the only way you're going to be able to see that is if you take a moment, pause, and reflect. Even if you're in this extroverted energy, I'm seeing pausing and reflecting is really beneficial for you guys. So even if you're in conversation with people and you're talking to a bunch of people and you're being very social in your day-to-day interactions through conversation, even though you might be a fast talker, there is this vibe of like taking a moment and pause and reflect on what they said. Just even if it's for a brief second, even if it's for like 3 seconds, even if you have to pause and dialogue with this person, take a moment to reflect on what they said and then speak. And I think that you'll have a lot more success in your communications. I think your finances will improve. This Five of Diamonds could go in a very positive direction with, taking care of this miscommunication thing. So yeah, just be aware of that. With other than that, I see that like finances are improving, exploring new relationships, solidifying old relationships, or solidifying new relationships, like meeting a new person that's a love interest. With patience here, I am saying just be patient with the process of this period of time. Things might be happening like this, but they might not be moving as fast as you want them to. So just be patient. Security means that you will be taken care of financially and in the love departments. And with recognition and leadership, if you step into that leadership role, you will receive the recognition you deserve. So with that said, I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. This was a lot of fun doing a general message today. I haven't done something like this in a while. I think I just needed something new or different to do on my channel. So normally I do pick a cards here if this is the first video you're watching. And if you like this video, like or comment below. If you really like this videos, please subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you in the next video that I post on this channel. Goodbye and have a good one.